and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my ending explained for episode 6 of... I'm going to recap the best moments, and then we're going to jump straight into that ending explained. So the beginning of this episode really is the aftermath of the end of episode 5, where the team kind of had their ass handed to them. Although they kind of considered this a win, the main bad guy, the lion guy, left. So I don't know if you can consider this a win. I know he's super powerful. Anyway, Robot, voiced by Zachary Quinto, who's fast becoming one of my favorite characters in this series. I think he's probably third of my favorite characters. Is looking after Monster Girl, who requires a certain amount of medicine that the hospital can't give to her. So it's interesting how much he's been cared for and how much he's calculated. Robot has calculated that he needed to help her. As soon as she went down, he sent off a clone of his. We saw him interacting with the Mauler twins. We also see another member of the team absorb all, well, I think he's the captain at the moment, absorb all the electricity, and so we thought he had no powers, but it does seem like he might have powers now. We also see Invincible, or Matt, with a hole through his chest, and Omni-Man, his dad, said, I knew you would pull through. His mom wasn't so sure. Omni-Man and his wife are not doing so well, because obviously his wife, as we saw, knows, well, kind of guessed what Omni-Man, her husband, had done. We get that validation, and she goes and speaks to the costume dude, or the tailor, and he explains that, yeah, after analysis, that's what's happened. So that relationship is now strained. We see the wife throw a wine bottle at the husband, at Omni-Man, and he's like, smash my hand through the wall. So that relationship is breaking down. But the biggest part of this episode happens on campus when Invincible Matt takes his girlfriend, is trying desperately to hold on to this relationship, and one of his best friend, or his best friend, they go to campus, and so we have this relationship. But in amongst that, we see a crazy dude who got a scholarship to Yale. He's making cyborgs, and they seem to be ridiculously powerful, which is weird. Or Invincible is really not up to scratch yet. After he got beaten, he hasn't been able to control his powers again, or he's getting weaker. We don't quite know what's going on with Invincible just yet, because he should have been able to take on one cyborg dude, which means he has no chance against his dad, who is like mucho impressive. Anyway, end credit scene. So the episode ends with them having a fight, husband and wife having a fight. Omni-Man sitting in the chair after smashing a hole through the wall, and then we see these two teens who are digging up, and they want to drink from the skull of the Immortal. And everybody is like, who the hell is the Immortal? Well, let me tell you. The Immortal was killed by Omni-Man along with the rest of the Guardians of the Glow, but living up to his name, he survived despite him having been decapitated. He was revived by the Mauler twins, as we saw them coming there at the end. They reattach his head and attempt to control him to make him their slave. It doesn't work. The Immortal shortly afterwards survives another attack by Omni-Man the second time. So basically what we're going to see is this powerful entity that's been around since King Arthur time. That actually was one of the knights of King Arthur in the lore of this story. He's also been like the right-hand man of one of the presidents of the United States. So if you just follow his history, I think he founded North America. It's that sort of history for this sort of character, the Immortal. Been around for a long time. Omni-Man apparently killed him. Now he's going to come back, and there's going to be an ensuing battle. So that's where the story is going to go. I don't know how much they're going to cover, because we've only got 2 more episodes in this series, which is really sad, because I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I hope we get a lot more. It does seem like we should or would, because it's really popular. There's a lot of graphic novels to continue the storyline. I imagine we could do probably 4, 5, depending on how they stretch it out, depending what they cover in the storylines. Let me know, what are you hoping to see next week? I'm hoping that we're going to get Invincible have his powers, or at least sort out what's going on with him, and that he is able to absorb his powers, or start actually flexing his muscle. We see Invincible at times when he kind of expresses his power. It's the best way to expand it. He has like an overload of some sort. If he can actually control, like, I don't know, if he has to go and absorb the power from the sun or something like Superman, and become half as strong as that, then he might have half a chance. But he's also half human. He's not fully what a Leverite, what Omni-Man is. So it's always going to be interesting. How are they going to take on Omni-Man, because he's obviously the villain, I think. And free Darkblood, man. Come on. One of my favorite characters. I think he's my second favorite character. So, yeah. Chat to me in the comments below. Give me your top 3 characters and what are you hoping to see in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.